Okay. My phone's choosing to set the record button on its own now. All right. While I'm waiting for my book to arrive, that I'm going to try to read on my channel, and practice the 9 experiments that are in the book. I wanted to come on and tell you about how do I describe this? I believe that there is a potential future world that will be realized one day. I've written a couple articles about it. There's a video that talks about it. There's movements all over the world that are trying to achieve this. This is not just some, I mean, there's lots of people who believe in this vision, believe in this world. I don't know if this world could be achieved in 20 years, probably not. 50 years, probably not. 100 years, maybe. 500 years, sure. 1,000 years, could take 1,000 years. I don't know. I have no idea. I believe it will happen. I'm not 100% about that, but I believe in this world. I believe it is the only viable world that will be sustainable, that will last for as long as the earth is here. Supposedly the sun will destroy our earth one day. I don't know how we could possibly know that, but let's just assume it will. Okay, so 50 million years from now we'll all be dead. Everybody on earth will die, or however long it takes. But imagine a world. I'm going to describe this world to you, and then I'm going to do my best to overcome all of your objections that I'm sure you would make if this was a group of people I was speaking with, and I'll try to answer the questions that I assume you would ask if I was speaking before a group of people. Imagine if everything in the world was free. So there is no money. There's no credit, there's no debit, it's not a cashless society. It's that everything is free. So if you want a car, you go to where the cars are being made, whatever places there are, and you select the car that you want, and you take that car home. You go to the grocery store to buy your food, you select all the food you want, and you just take it home. It's all free. You don't have to pay for anything. Everything's free. Money's gone. Is that world possible? A lot of people believe that world is possible. There are movements right now trying to make that happen. There is a YouTube video. Let me see if I can call up the name of it. Hold on. Just to show you that I'm not having some delusions. This is Let's Make Everything Free, an introduction to the Free World Charter. The same thing, the Free World Charter explained in 100 seconds. The Free World Charter in 100 seconds. Can you imagine a world without money? Okay. So now you're asking, how could that possibly work? Who would take out the garbage? Who would mop the floors? Nobody would work. Everything's free. So there's no rent. It's free. There's no mortgage. There's no property taxes. There's no taxes. Nobody'd work. Right? Nobody would go to work. Nobody would do anything. No, wrong. Wrong. If everything was free, just think about it. I know you're not going to agree with me, but go with it for a moment. Just think about it. If everything was free, who would take out the garbage? Right now, who takes out the garbage? People who are paid to take out garbage. We know who won't take out garbage. People who would never take out garbage. Servants take out garbage, right? Mop the floors. I mean, all service work. All service work would not be done. Rich people don't do service work. Yet Jesus washed his disciples' feet and told them that they need to wash each other's feet. It's interesting when you think about that. Especially when you know what that meant at that time. The master came home, there was dust on his feet because he walks in sandals. And the servants had to come and wipe his feet. It's just how the world was. And probably still is in many parts of this world, I'm sure. But the answer to that question is everyone would do all the service work. And here's the thing that I'm assuming is true. I don't know for a fact that this is true, but I'm told that the amount of work that we would do would amount to 3 to 5 hours a week. I'm guessing it would be 5 to 10, but somebody said, no, about 3 to 5 hours a week. That's all it would take to have all the services taken care of. And everybody would serve in their community. Everyone. I would go further than that. I would say that everyone who goes to school, grade schools, high schools, and colleges, would learn all the skills. Carpentry, plumbing, architecture, you name it, car repair. Every skill, every trade. We'd all learn these things. And you'd still have teachers, you'd still have doctors. There's a lot of jobs that would be completely unnecessary, that would be gone. No need for. And I can't go through everything. But why would anyone go to work if everything was free? Because society will only function when we are all serving in the community. Everyone serves in their community and does what needs to be done. There's another aspect to this that I find most interesting. If you go to the store where the shoes are, let's just say we're going to go buy a new pair of shoes. Our shoes are wearing out. We need a new pair of shoes. What would be the quality of the shoes that are in the store? You say, well, who would be in the store? People would work in stores. They'd serve in their community. All stores would have people serving, working, and we would all be on some kind of a rotating shift. Each community would work this out amongst all the members in the community. Who would work? Whoever wants to work. I would say, every able-bodied adult male has to work and understands that's their job. I would say, because I'm sexist, I would say every adult able-bodied female can work if they want to, but wouldn't be forced to. I'm sexist that way. Children can work if they want to, but wouldn't have to. At what age would we say now you need to start working? I don't know. 15, 18, 20, I don't know. Not sure. But if a 10-year-old kid wants to go work in a store and learn how to do things, what's wrong with that? If that's what they want to do, they can. Anybody can go work. It's not like you're not getting paid. You don't have to. The only people who have to are the men. You say, well, that's sexist. Okay. If you think it's sexist and you're a woman and you think that's wrong, then go work. No one's stopping you. That's just how I would do it. And I wouldn't force women not to work and say, you can't work, you're a woman. No. I'm saying you don't have to. Because maybe you'd rather be home with your children. Now you say, if that's sexist, okay, the woman can go work and the man can stay home with his children. Fine. One adult per household has to work. There you go. There. I've gotten rid of the sexist attitude that I'm having that might be ticking you off right now. How's that sound? Okay. But what would be the quality of the shoes? You walk into the store and there's all these shoes. What would be the quality? Would you have the cheaper shoes and the pretty good shoes, and then like the really top of the line quality shoes that normally only rich people bought? The suits that people buy. You go to buy a suit. You buy a cheap suit or you buy the really expensive suit? You go to buy a car. Do you buy Do you buy a cheap car or do you buy a Mercedes? And what would the quality of all the cars that are made, what quality would they be? Because there'd be a wide variety of cars. But what would be the quality? I submit to you that everything would only be made in the highest quality available, because there's literally now no more reason to make anything but the best. There's no reason to use cheap materials. You'd never use cheap materials. So all the parts in your car would be the best parts available. Your shoes would be the best materials available for your gym shoe, your tennis shoe, your dress shoe, whatever kind of shoe. There's all kinds of shoes, all kinds of clothes, but it would all be made of high quality material. There'd be nothing made cheap, because there's no reason to make anything cheap. Everybody would be rich because everything is free, so nobody would lack anything. Everybody would work because work is how we have this life that we have. But the amount of service work is about 3 to 5 hours a week. Somebody figured this out. I don't know if that's true. I say maybe 5 to 10. But if all I got to do is work 5 to 10 hours a week and I get a life of leisure and luxury where I have the highest quality things, when we go out to a restaurant to eat, oh, there's people working in the restaurant? Yeah, sure. People love to cook. People love to serve. People enjoy serving in their community. But the food would be the best quality food. The highest quality. There'd be no cheap crap. McDonald's would no longer exist. Well, I mean, kids like McDonald's, so maybe it would still exist in that sense. But there'd be no cheap little diners. The diners would have the best stuff. There could be diners, but it would all be good quality food. Everything's good quality food. There'd be no more crap made. We could do away with so much garbage, so much just stuff that people shouldn't be eating, because we'd all care about each other's health. We'd be the healthiest society the earth had ever had. A bunch of healthy people living in a world where we're using only the best quality goods, and everybody works and serves in their community or raises their children in their home because they say, no, I'm going to stay home with our kids. You go do the work that's necessary in the community. Now, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this will never happen, but I invite you to watch any of those videos. Just click on them. I'll try to put one in the description. In that description right down there. Just go down there, and also when you look down there in the description, make sure you type in the words. No, anyway, I'm going Jake Ducey on you right now. But that's the world I believe in. That's the future I believe in. I believe if someone ever could invent a time machine and go into the future, they'd find everybody living in paradise. Everybody wealthy as can be. Because everything's free. Your car is immaculate. Your house is immaculate. Would you have servants to clean? If people like to clean and say, hey, we will come clean your house for you, we enjoy doing it, then sure. If not, you do it yourself. But I think we'd have technology that can clean. We're pretty darn close to that now already. I'm guessing in 100 years, if maybe 20 years, we'll have artificial intelligence that cleans our house. That does not seem too far-fetched. So I just wanted to come on and give you my vision of paradise. I think money is most of the problem. I think corporations are the problem. I think a corrupt government is the problem. And I think the only solution is the super wealthy working with those who have this vision and creating this world that can be a world that is paradise for everyone and not paradise for just the successful people. And I will never understand why everyone doesn't want paradise for everyone. Only the successful people should live a good life. I don't get that. Anyway, let me know what you think. Talk to you later. Bye.